now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the River Rock Goblins 4th podcasts. We're your hosts, It's Mentical.
And Carter.
And this is the weekly podcast at 2 a.m. GMT and 10 p.m.
10.
EST?
Yep, 10.
Yeah, 10 p.m.
Yep.
EST, where we talk about nothing particular. We have our little spinny wheel of topics. And looking pretty good.
Yes, we are. I just want to say we thank you all for joining in today, and stats are definitely going up. We're really surprised, and we're really glad too.
Of course. We really didn't think that the podcast was gonna get, was gonna pick up any kind of traction. But
Yeah.
we're getting, although very minor, so we are getting some viewers. So
It's
we're
growing.
grateful for that. Anyway, we're gonna start this off real quick. We're gonna spin the wheel.
Yep. We also added new things to it as well.
We did. We added. What topics have we added since the last one? We added culture, music, books, and space.
Yeah.
So, spin the wheel. And today's first topic is music.
Huh. I had a
So,
good one. So I play a couple musical instruments for band. And I play trumpet, I play French horn, and for marching band, which we haven't had in a long time. It's called mellophone, if I believe. I can't remember. It's been so long. There was something else, but anyways, I've been playing French horn more lately, and I got this new solo. It's called Rondo by Mozart. The 3-pager, and it's quite fast. It's a really
Speedy
interesting
boy.
piece. Yeah. I haven't, again, this whole quarantine has kind of screwed up my whole practice schedule and, how I play. I used to be able to play the song I did last year, perfect.
That's
I actually got really close to perfect score, but now I try to go back and play it, and it's like, oh, yeah, let's just not.
hmm Oh, first
And
and foremost, I would like to say apologies to Poppy Granny because their grape juice is now warm.
what?
Check the chat.
Oh, I got a
And hello,
chat.
Confusion Master. Welcome back.
Hi, Master.
What's your opinion on today's music compared to times past?
I'll let you go first, Mythical.
Well, okay, this is a bit of a weird one. I quite like current music, though I would say that it's not generally made quite as high quality. I think a lot of things are skipped over, and the general kind of vibe of music has changed debatably for the worst. Though I know in the past it was a lot more centered on an almost it feels almost like an obsessive love in the past, which is arguable whether or not it's a good thing that that's gone now.
That
But
is
yeah, no, I've got a couple discs over here. Give me 2 moments. So there's a CD my girlfriend bought me for. It was for my birthday, I believe, but it just came late. It's called Razzmatazz by I don't know how, but they found me. And there's one song that
you.
is kind of takes the whole obsessive love idea very far, which is called From the Gallows. And if you don't already know it, you might want to go check that out. But for the most part, I would say that it's gotten debatably better, I would say.
That's good.
How about you,
Now,
Carter?
you already know what I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
but it depends on how old you want to go. So let's just say 2000 to now. I'm not a fan of it. The early 2000s, you can really rock out to some good stuff as far as pop. That's got some good stuff.
Mm.
Rock has not been there. It really hasn't. There's been Five Finger Death Punch, Avenged Sevenfold, and stuff like that, but that just isn't there.
Yeah.
Confusion Master. Where's the Goblin today? You're gonna have to look very hard.
Yeah, we've made
It's
it actually
very
difficult for you
difficult.
this time, buddy. Also, can I
Now the
just go on record to say that we are already doing very well in this podcast? We have 4 concurrent viewers.
wow, good, good, good. So now let's go back from the 90s and the 80s. The pop was there, and that's when rap kind of took off. I hate rap, so. And then probably like early 80s to like mid 70s, that was good rock and roll. I like that stuff. And let's just go like the late 60s to like early 40s. I like that stuff. I like the classics, and I don't think anyone can go wrong with it. And a lot of people like the newer stuff. I personally like the older stuff, mainly from the 50s, 60s, and like 70s. That's my like. It's got good classic rock. It's got good classic pop, if you want to call it that.
Hmm.
And I think if this is the right word, devotion towards it is a little bit more, and they spent more time and effort into it. And there's no like auto tune to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying with my point of like, it's a lot more thought out and a lot more well done.
And it's yeah, like the lyrics make a little bit more sense, and it's like actual musical talent.
I wouldn't
If
say
you
that the
look at
lyrics make more sense. I'd just say that they've got a lot more context behind them.
yeah, that's probably what I meant. Confusion Master. I
You can
somehow
just press forward. You can just go forward on the stream or refresh your page, and you'll be fine.
yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of like classical music, like Beethoven and stuff like that. I'm not. I'll listen to it, but not very often. But my thing, I liked a lot of like the Fallout like songs, like Fallout 4 and whatnot,
Yeah, I
and
know what you mean.
stuff of that age, like the 50s to the mid 70s.
Hmm.
That's my opinion on music. I don't like to listen to new stuff. Oh, I kind of found a new like passion for country music. I just needed like as stupid as it sounds, like positivity. Just not bad and like you know what I mean?
Something that's not toxic.
Yeah. And actually it's kinda like calming and relaxing. But, they're about the same things. Trucks, beer, girls, and I think that's about it.
Drugs, beer, and girls.
Yes.
Mm. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Well, a good one though, if you this kind of breaks the top, it's borderline.
Hmm.
But if you like a lot of like gaming soundtracks, Battlefield One's a good one. There was another like the Battlefields typically have good soundtracks. The Star Wars Battlefronts have good soundtracks, and Mythical. I think you've heard of A Way Out, right?
Oh, of course.
That has a good soundtrack to it, somewhat.
Hmm.
But my favorite all time, this kind of goes out to you, hunting game and like shooting games. It's a hunting game called The Hunter Called Wild. It's got the best soundtrack in my opinion. It's really like calm, motivational at the same time, and it's like really like it gets you in like the mood. Like as soon as you hear something similar to it, I want to play Hunter.
Uh huh.
So I mean that's my opinion on music.
Can again, way off topic. Can I just say that our we've got a new peak concurrent viewers.
Oh, that is cool. Oh my God, thank you
7.
guys. Wow, we're growing. We're
We
growing.
really are.
I can't imagine how many views this is gonna get in watch time. Is a goblin to the far right? No, it is not. Keep on trying. Keep on trying.
I will say that it's not going to be a trick. One of the actual audience members is not going to be the goblin, because that would be
Yeah,
dirty. That
yeah.
would be cheap and dirty.
So, do we have a limit to how many times we spin the wheel, or do you want to spin the wheel more because now we've got more options on the wheel?
We can ramp up the amount of times.
All right, that's what's up, Carter? Connor Volmer, nice to see you on here, Connor. So pretty much what we do, we just have a wheel, we spin topics, and since we live in different like literal continents, we have different ideas and opinions on things, and we like to discuss those.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining, Connor.
Welcome.
Let's spin the wheel again.
Alrighty. Spin wheel.
Congratulations on more viewers, guys.
We're on the river rant. We haven't gotten to do the river rant yet.
No, we haven't. So what's something that we can argue about? And thank you, Confusion Master. We really appreciate that. And thank you for being a loyal subscriber, loyal viewer.
Of course.
So what do we want to rant?
Yeah, what's a good debate topic?
I can think of one, but it's not going to last very long.
Oh, Lord, what is it?
Coffee versus Monster.
Oh, that one's a landslide. That's not even an argument. That's a landslide. Also,
Right,
apologies, just real quick. Apologies for river rant being cut off. It's such a long word that this fucking thing cannot house it.
So we already know the mass majority is going to go with one side. And I don't really have any information to back this up. So let's just move on to, if we can't think of a different topic. Oh, here's a good one. Should we do, story-based games, like mainly solo games, or like maybe one or two players, or multiplayer games, and we can kind of debate them.
Okay, so when you say multiplayer games, does that mean games that have like host servers, or does that just mean games that you play multiplayer?
Like Call of Duty Online or Battlefield Online. Like, here's a good example, like Battlefield.
Mad Hog votes Monster, by the way, and so do I. I agree with that fully.
Yeah, I know. So Confusion Master. Yes, you're okay, dude. You're on my side. It's 1v1 right now.
Gee, thanks, Confusion Master.
The river rant. We should literally have the audience members battle it out.
Yeah, that could work. That's a plan. Again, we might need to be a bit more popular, but so far we got it.
Yeah. So those of you who are on here, write in the comments coffee or Monster, and it doesn't matter what kind of flavor coffee it is or what you put.
What flavor Monster it is.
Right, because they have a coffee Monster. What are we gonna put that as?
I'm gonna say that would kind of fall under Monster because it's the Monster brand.
True, yeah.
And it's got that. How do they define it? Where's the can? I've got a can on the floor.
I got a can on the floor.
They have that. Where is it? Fuck, it's somewhere here. Like Monster Energy Blend or something they call it. Does this one not say it? What the fuck?
Hey Connor, if you're back here, Thomas Coffee or Monster, where would you choose? So let's go back to the story mode versus multiplayer debate we got going on. Battlefield is a perfect example. Connor, coffee in the morning and Monster during the day. That is a very good point you make.
That is actually.
Connor, you know me. I drink coffee up the ass.
That's a fucking fetish. Don't even go there. I know that's a fetish.
Yeah.
People stuff a tube up their ass and pump coffee or pump water or something.
It's called an enema.
Anyway.
It's nasty. Anyways, I drink coffee like all the time. Like I'll say, I want to let my coffee today, and it's literally like 5 cups.
Okay, Carter, I'm off to get a drink. 2 minutes later, it's like, all right, hey, I'm back with my coffee. Fucking everyone knows all you drink is coffee.
True. It's literally true.
Anyway,
I'll drink 1 cup. It's really my liquid. It is my own being.
Yeah, your blood is just coffee.
Okay, so a perfect example of this game debate is Battlefield. Pretty much any Battlefield game that has online servers. You got online servers with like mass players, right? Even Call of Duty, for example. But on Battlefield, then you've got the story mode, which is a very dedicated story majority of the time. So now let's take the advantages of each. So, or the pros. So usually stories have typically better animation and better quality
Yeah,
and
because
better
they're like set.
acting, and yeah, they're limited. Like you can only do certain things in it,
See,
and if they have a little bit more content in certain ways. Like GTA 5 is a horrible example of this, but I feel like Call of Duty is VR the future of gaming? Debate topic. You know what? Let's just go to that.
I like that. Now,
Me too.
okay, I would say yes.
So I have no clue. What the only VR I've ever experienced was the military showed up in his big semi like rig like truck. I think Connor knows what I'm talking about. The high school. And they pulled up in his big semi truck rig thing, and they literally open the doors during your lunch, and you're allowed to go in there, and they have like all these like Xboxes, PlayStations, VRs, and Oculus Rifts in there.
Hmm.
And that is literally the only VR experience I've ever experienced. And I parachuted, and then there was like a scary game where like you're stuck in like the bed and like this monster's crawling all around you and whatnot.
Oh, I
It is
know the one.
literally not that. It's like everyone's screaming, but it is not that scary.
Yeah, that one's
It's
called Face Your Fears or something, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, but I've never actually had an interactive game, so I cannot tell you.
Yeah, alright. Well, as
No,
someone who has, and I know Madhog has too, because we played VR chat earlier today, um, if you can get a good game that you genuinely enjoy, or like Half-Life Alyx, for instance, it's a series like Half-Life, you've played it before probably. So you kind of you'd be a lot more immersed. It's a lot more interesting to you because you know what you want with the game.
yeah,
And I think VR as it is now might not be the future with like the whole controllers and headset. But if there was going to be something like, have you ever watched like Sword Art Online?
no. Have
No.
you
All right. Well, look,
example neat of what you're trying to explain?
like Ready Player One.
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah, where you don't have the controllers. You think it basically is a second reality.
Or even if they had gloves, like put
Yeah, those
on.
are already a thing. Haptic gloves are already a thing.
I did not know.
No, you do. And there's the Oculus Quest and Oculus Quest 2 has hand tracking using the cameras.
Hmm.
And I think things like that would be more along the lines of if VR can completely, evolve into something that detailed and that technical and that immersive, that's when I could confidently say it is the future of gaming. Because the amount of things that you can do in VR compared to normal, screen gaming is like ridiculous. Uh, there's Minecraft VR, as I'm sure you're aware, even though it's called Vivecraft, and it's the unofficial port, but the unofficial port's better than the official one. And it's like the feel of it, like you can do so many things you can't do in normal Minecraft. Like you could like have a bow, say you could lean around a tree, shoot, and
Yeah.
none of the enemies would see you because you're behind the block.
So Connor says the Animus from Assassin's Creed is the future of gaming. I do not know what that is, but I know what Assassin's Creed is.
Everyone knows what Assassin's Creed is.
But what is Animus though?
Animus.
I don't know. Some,
Animus. Carl
but
Jung's book of analytic psychology is part of his theory of the collective unconscious. I don't think that's what he's on about.
no. Connor,
Yeah.
if you could explain what Animus is in the chat, like a quick like description, I'd like to see that. But I'm
Yeah,
not
it
sure what that
doesn't.
means.
I don't know. I can't actually find what it is. The mind in various senses, ranging from the intellect, the will, or the soul. In Assassin's Creed, the Animus acted only as a machine and plot element, allowing Desmond to play through Altair, some fucking hijab looking thing. Memories in Assassin's Creed 2, its use was expanded. Basically, yeah, it's just like mental shit.
Oh, that would be so cool. That would be really cool. Because
Hmm.
Confucian Master explained it. Mad Hog, yeah, Confusion Master explained what we're looking for.
Right.
But the thing is, we're not going to get anywhere with VR being very popular until the main brand games release it in VR, not like unofficial.
Well, to be fair, that is happening. There's a
Yeah,
lot of games
but
that are
not
returning to VR. That's the thing.
but not enough. And then again, you have to get a whole PC or don't even talk about PlayStation VR. I
No,
just
no, no.
don't.
Do you know what Oculus Quest and Oculus Quest 2? That's what Madhog has. It's a
Okay.
completely wireless VR experience that is housed completely in the headset. You don't need a computer.
Huh.
And it costs the same as... Okay, let me just go into thing real quick. I have the Oculus Rift S. Right? Just
Okay.
want to get that set. And it's at a steady $400 US. And I'm using it in
Okay.
US measurements. It's like fucking... I don't know how much in euro. And the Oculus Quest costs the same amount. And although the games are a lot more limited on the Quest, if you don't have a computer, you can still play most big, VR titles on the Oculus Quest, although the graphics are a little bit worse. But
Hmm.
it's for the same pricing. So depending on what you're going for, if you have an already, established gaming setup, then I would say you'd probably want to lean more towards the Rift S, unless you plan to travel a lot. Even then, to be fair, with the inside-out tracking, because there's such a wide variety of games on the Rift S, because you can make your own games, even. And all that, yeah, you can do it for that. For Oculus, it's a lot more botched.
Yeah.
And if you don't already have a computer, or a computer that's capable of VR, then the Quest is, like, the perfect option. You could get a Quest right now and have an immaculate VR experience. Like, there's obviously
And
limits to it, but for the most
I
part.
think, yeah, I think I'd have to get a little bit more advanced for me to use it because I grew up with controllers. I think a lot of people did
Well,
because
they
they
have
didn't have.
controllers. I want to go on record so they do actually have
Oh, I
controllers.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. It's just I feel that if you're gonna go with VR, you're gonna have to hook like I know how stupid this is sound. You're gonna have to put it on, and you're gonna watch out, clear out room, and this and that, and you still don't get you're in serious gaming at it. There's a group of people that use it for well, obviously everything's entertainment, but you know I get more of an arcadey like fun like you've got like in Call of Duty you've got leagues or whatever they're called, league play, and then you've got your casual play. That's what it is. If you have a console with a controller, I feel it's a little bit more casual than it is with like a PC.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Kind of.
And if I were to use VR, I'd like to see the hunting game in it because I just love that.
There possibly is already a hunting game. I couldn't say because that's not the genre that I look for. But,
And
yeah, there's a
I'd
lot of
like to see
games.
something like Battlefield. I'd love to see something like Battlefield. But
There
you know
already
how,
is.
yeah, but Battlefield's already broken to begin with on the console.
Yeah. No,
Broken
Medal of
Field
Honor.
5. Broken Field 5.
Broken Field 5. But, Medal of Honor. That's a VR shooter game. It's very similar to Battlefield. There's also, although it's not quite as high quality, there is Zero Caliber, which I actually streamed on my main channel. There is Pavlov if you like CSGO. There's plenty of gun games. Then, see, not Blade and Sorcery, VR has a very, it's got very specific sets of games that people play on it.
Yeah.
Well, at least what I play on it. If I was to read you the games that I have that are VR, you would see exactly what I mean. I have Blade and Sorcery, Boneworks, Gorilla Tag, that's way off topic. Half-Life Alyx, obviously Steam VR, VR Chat. Like, you can see that a lot of my games are high intensity, more physical games, and Beat Saber. Yeah. But then there's games like DSM or Moss, a lot more chill games, where you don't really go around with guns and knives and stab the shit out of people, but you kind of just sit back and help somebody, you help a little mouse, or you grow a civilization by just throwing little things at places. You don't have to do anything particularly intensive. and they're games for different audiences. So depending on what you're looking for, generally there is a game for it. Like if you're into outdoors, like I don't know if you have it where you are, but they're here when in level 5 lockdown restrictions, you can't go more than 5 kilometers away from your house, which is like fucking 6 point blah, 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 miles.
Really a thing?
So like if you want to go out like mountain climbing, there's games for that. If you want to go hunt, in fact, hold on, give me 2 seconds to do some research.
Yeah, again, I can't really talk about this too much because I have lack of knowledge for VR games because I actually don't own one, so I'm not going to research it until I want one or I have one.
Deer Hunter VR.
Deer Hunter VR.
It looks very similar to Hunter Call of the Wild because you can. I'll read you the description of it on the Oculus Store. Travel from the Pacific Northwest to the savannah of Central Africa to hunt the world's most exotic animals. Immerse yourself in lush environments filled with a large variety of animal species. Watch out for attacking predators, including bears and wolves. Enjoy endless customization of your weapons. User interface and controls built exclusively for VR. So it seems very similar to Hunter Call of the Wild, but it's a VR equivalent.
Yeah, I have not much more to say about it because I don't have I have the lack of knowledge of that, so I can't make any more assumptions. But that's my opinion. I can go both ways. I like casual play. To me, it just feels like if I had a VR, I'm gonna be sitting there for 3 or 4 hours, and personally, I don't have the time for that.
Yeah. Now, see, okay, this is another reason you want to get like a Quest or a Rift S. Is with things like the Valve Index, I'm going to use as an example. There's the base stations you need to have set up in your room so that it can track you.
Yeah,
and
that's another.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, you have to turn that shit on. You have to turn them on specifically, and everything to make sure it's all set up. But Quest 2 and Rift S have inside-out tracking where there's cameras on the headset that track where you are. So those are literally plug and play. So it takes, like, if I was to really, rush with it, I could set it up in like 20 seconds and I'm in VR.
Mm-hmm.
Not even, less than. All I need to do is go Oculus, plug in, put on the headset, and then load up the game. So it's not like it takes a long time to set up, especially if you're, used to it.
Confusion Master, I'm tired and sore. I'm going to cut it short now, guys. Sorry.
Of course, no. About it.
Your top priority is what, how you feel. Do that. Don't feel obligated to be here.
Mad Hog. Base stations allow for full body tracking. That they do. Oh, do they? They turn on with your PC? Alright, even better.
Yeah, then again, like, I'm not trying to make excuses that I'm not against VR gaming. I have never experienced it, so I can't tell you anything.
Of course.
But then I feel like you'd have to have a whole free room, like nothing in it, almost.
Well, I've got... Okay, so before I moved... Okay, I think I said this to you. I moved a sofa into my room.
Yeah.
Before I had my sofa in my room, I wouldn't need to clear anything out of the way because I had a perfectly sized VR space.
Good night, Confusion Master. Have a good night. Sleep well. God bless you.
But the thing is, like, now that I've got my sofa in my room, it's a little small. My setup is like, when I set it up in Oculus, it was like, you've got minimum size, and I still had no issues.
Mad Hog.
Hmm?
Look what Mad Hog commented.
Come over and I'll give you an experience, baby. Fuck off.
Is that VR or?
We'll see. We'll see when I go over. I've played with your fucking VR headset. Boneworks made me feel sick because it was so jittery. But yeah.
We should spin the wheel again.
Yeah, let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel.
I don't know how long we talked about that for.
20 minutes, maybe. Spin wheel. And the topic is culture.
So let's
Culture.
define culture as far as what we can talk about.
Well, maybe like, okay, you're an American, so American culture.
You said that like with such disgust.
You're American. Ugh, nasty. Shit is cringe.
It is right now. It is.
Yeah, being American, calling somebody American is a slur.
So we haven't really discussed that as far as I don't know. Let's see what we can talk about. So I'm
Yeah,
not sure. If you have any ideas? Maybe I can go off that, but I'm not sure.
yeah, this might be one we need to discuss a bit more. But I mean, yeah, yeah, I don't really have anything. We might need to discuss
Maybe,
this a different time.
maybe, yeah, maybe while we're spinning the wheel again, if you guys in the chat want to ask questions about like if you're like a not an American, if you want to ask what's it like when this is and that, or if you're an American viewer and you want to ask Mintical, what's it like to have this and that over there?
Yeah, go right ahead. Mad Hog will have no questions because he lives 5 minutes down the road from me.
So he can
But
ask me.
yeah,
Yeah, come on, America, I'll give you an experience.
Carter, calm down. You're getting a bit too fucking flirtatious with Mad Hog.
Yeah, like, I can't resist that name or that profile picture.
Fuck Jesus.
All right, let's spin this damn wheel.
Spin wheel. The topic is cars.
Oh, I played Forza, and I had this Ford Clio
Oh, I played Forza.
1959, and I turned into a wheelie drag car. No, this was nasty though. I was on Facebook Marketplace today, and it was yesterday, and I saw this 1978 Lincoln Continental. It was the ugliest shade of fucking green, and reminds you I'm colorblind, and I just don't really care about colors. It is, I swear to God, it's the most ugliest fucking green. It's like a fake velvet green with like a dark wood trim.
What the fuck?
It's like if it was like if shag carpeting was cut, like if you gave shag carpeting a haircut, and it was like this nasty 70s dark green, and the trim on the door, like the only thing to break it up was on the door, and that was wood, like dark wood.
Mm-hmm.
I had 101,500 miles, and they wanted like $6,000 for it. If the interior was different, I would be interested. But the Lincoln Continental is such a fucking land boat. I don't know if I could drive it right now, or if I want to. It is.
Mad Hog
Search it
says,
up.
"Spin it again,
Search it up.
boys."
Yeah, I know. Search it up. I dare you, and you'll see exactly what I mean.
All right, what do I search up?
1978 Lincoln Continental. And then see if you can find the interior picture.
Images. I can just look up interior, can't I?
Yes, you can. That's why
What
you
the
have a
fuck is that?
You see it too, the green.
I mean, I like the green. I like the
I don't-
shade of green. I don't like how it looks on the inside of a fucking car. But I'm looking at a different picture to you. This isn't a green. I'm gonna send you this in DMs.
Yeah. Speaking of colors, I was at a person's house, and they had a fruit bowl on the table, and they had apples and oranges in there, but I didn't realize there was oranges.
Oh yeah, you
What
will.
is that, by the way? That is
Yeah,
a
that's
blue,
what I mean.
bright ass blue. Imagine all that, but like
Oh no,
velvet green.
I know the green. I know the green. There's one right here.
Yeah, send me that one. And I can show you, or I can tell you. Not, it's that color, but it was literally like that carpet all over.
Oh Jesus. Also, that green I think is called Viridian.
I can't tell you. I really can't.
Uh,
Because that's on the
green.
verge of being blue and green.
Yeah, it's Viridian. I quite like Viridian personally.
Not in a car.
Not on the inside of a car, but
And anyways, I looked closely. I'm like, why are these apples different texture from these apples? I looked closer, and there are actually oranges in there. And I told everyone that, and they're like, "Are you fucking insane?"
Jesus.
Like,
Okay. So, yeah. We gonna spin the wheel again?
let me think of just another car topic. Oh, I got a good one. Nah, it's not a good one.
I'm more thinking due to demand of Mad Hog.
Yes, Mad Hog. Let's spin it again, boys.
Spin the wheel. And the
We've had a
topic
flux of
is
5 to 7
cars again.
viewers on.
Alright, we
Um,
land on cars the second time we spin in that sheet.
spin again.
Culture again. Ugh. We are getting unlucky. Life. How's your life been, Carter?
Very fucking busy.
That sounds
Today
about
was
right.
a really good day, though.
That's
I
good.
enjoyed my half day of school, and then I went for a good old my first bike ride. It's very difficult to say. I went for a long bike ride in the middle of March in New York.
That means nothing to me, but all I can say is that it was very hot here. Life was pretty good today as well, actually. It was a very hot day and I got heat stroke. But me and Mad Hog
How
went down
hot?
to the scrapyard.
How hot is it?
I couldn't tell you actually. It's probably not hot now, but
Oh, how hot was it? You know?
temp in Ireland. Friday afternoon was, I don't know, man. Now it's 7 degrees Celsius, which is like, I don't know, something in Fahrenheit. Where is Friday?
Well, if you say you're hot, then you must have been lucky because it was like 27 and like wind blowing 30 miles an hour in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like one of those cold days with no humidity that the wind is just constantly blowing every which way you walk. Or in my case, bike, because I went for a bike ride after.
Yeah.
Like a longer-ish bike ride on the back roads where all the open fields are. And after that, went bowling. I scored a higher than average. It's not very good compared to everyone else, but higher average for me.
So it was 54 Fahrenheit, so like 12 Celsius. Though I think it was a bit hotter than that.
But yeah, 54 would have been nice to have today. Well, my tomorrow, your today.
Yeah.
Supposed to be 51 for me. And then Sunday is supposed to be 60 something for me.
Also, can I just say I didn't notice, but Mad Hog said earlier, fuck around and find out with like a little wiggly tail date.
I did not see that.
Yeah, neither did I. It popped up late. I think.
Where? I gotta look for this. I don't know. I don't even see it.
Yeah, no, it did actually pop up. Never mind, it popped up on the stream. I'm just blind.
Okay, let's spin the wheel again.
Sounds like a plan. Spin wheel. Top life again, bruh.
I don't want to talk about my life anymore.
River rant again, bruh. We are getting very unlucky with the spin wheel today.
If you guys have any more
Books.
river rants, put them down in there. Just give us like 2 debatable topics.
We're on books now. So, have you read anything good recently?
I'm gonna be quite frankly honest with you. The only 3 books I read. I have my House of Abraham by. Oh, let me get up and read this. By Stephen or nope. Oh my God. Stephen or Stephen Barry.
Hmm.
And it pretty much, I think it goes through and it tells you like the history of like Abraham Lincoln and his family.
Oh,
And then the other two books are my Bible and my prayer book. That's literally all I read, if I
fair
read it.
enough.
Connor Vollmer, where are you from?
Me or Carter?
I live right down the road from where he lives.
Oh,
So
right,
I
right.
hope he knows I live in the same
Well,
country.
Carter is from Mozambique. I am from Ireland, but no one in my family is Irish. Most of my family is Spanish, and I was originally going to be born in England. But 2 weeks before I was born, my mother decided that Ireland was a great place to live and birth a child. So that's the story of my life. So it's up for debate where I'm from, but I don't know.
What books have you read?
Well, recently, I started reading a series of unfortunate events. I'm
Heard
still on the
about
first book. That's very
or
good by Lemony Snicket.
yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of the show too, but I've
Yeah, there's a
never
Netflix show.
or watched it.
Well, they're
Never
very
watched it.
good. Um, but there was a book I read quite back at Christmas now. And I've probably mentioned it to you, and
Oh
most people who
yes,
talk to
what is
me,
it? The Milk Prince or
yeah, The
something?
Prince of Milk. Best book I have ever read. I got it from Naomi, and I am very grateful for that. It is an amazing book. And if you haven't already, I highly encourage you to go and read it. Um, I'm not gonna explain it too detailed, so that if anyone does actually decide to go out and get it, it's like 15 quid on Amazon. It's very well worth buy. You can get it for like €2 as well, if you get it on like ebook edition. Um,
Ebooks are yeah, I hate them.
yeah, I hate them too. I prefer paperback. That's why I've only gotten that one. There's another one. Okay, so it's by a fellow called Exurbia. There's another book. He's got quite a few books. The Bridge to Lucy Dunn. I'll find the other ones in one moment while I talk about this. But it's about like basically an ancient grudge between these things called arbiters, which are kind of like gods, but not quite gods.
Hmm.
And they get into a scuffle over a girl. They go into the human realm to be infinitely reincarnated to kill each other
Hmm.
until one of them gives up and gets the girl, basically. And one time they reincarnate this fella called Biomus reincarnates as a cat called Sergey that can talk.
Hmm.
It's very funny. It's very sciencey and it's very good. Anyway, the books that Exurbia has wrote were The Fifth Science, Logic Beach Part 1, The Prince of Milk, and The Bridge to Lucy Dunn.
Hmm.
And only The Prince of Milk and I want to say The Fifth Science have paperbacks. But once the others get paperbacks, I am most definitely going to read them. Especially The Bridge to Lucy Dunn, because at the end of The Prince of Milk, there is a line that is, "How is Miss Dunn doing?" And I was like, yes, so this is a sequel.
Hmm.
So that is probably the next big book that I'm going to be reading, because, again, I'm a massive fan of Exurbia. He's a very, very good just writer in general. He writes books, he does music, he does YouTube videos. He worked at the Big Hadron
Interesting.
Collider. He's very interesting.
Shall we spin again?
Yes, let's spin again.
I one or two more times before we have to end it.
Yeah.
By the way, Connor, we appreciate you commenting and whatnot. So if you want to, sub us. You can. It doesn't matter if you turn those notifications on right now, but because I know you're busy.
I believe he already did, but his subscriptions are private, so I didn't get a notification. Anyway,
Okay.
topic is music. We've already talked about music. Spin Wheel is not being nice to us today, is it?
No,
Media
it has not.
by a sliver. Any interesting media recently?
Well, the thing I wanted to do is, hey, remember the Pirates of the Caribbean movies? Oh yeah, the ones that were released a long time ago. No one remembers them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. They have them on Disney Plus, all of them.
That's nice. That
So
sounds
I'm gonna start watching those in order. And when I was talking to you last night, you did ruin my concentration. I don't remember a single thing.
haha, bitch. Get
Yeah.
fucked, asshole. I have this thing called what's it called? MXQ. It's a little movie box. I found it under a cabinet, and
What?
I plugged it into my monitor, and it works perfectly fine. So I have like loads of questionably legal movies at my fingertips, which is very interesting.
Thanks for subbing, Connor. Cool.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
Appreciate it
we
a
got
lot.
2 subscribers in this stream, I believe.
Nice.
I can
Okay.
confirm in a moment. Yeah, we got 16, and we had 14 last time I checked. One of which is Connor.
So yes, Connor. So our or kind of normal schedule is usually do either 9 or 10 Eastern Standard Time, so our time, and then that's on our Fridays. We do those on Fridays, but uh, if it's a holiday or anything that's not on Friday, it's usually around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is our time.
There you go. So, yeah,
So
we do actually have a regular schedule, unlike my main channel.
mine mine hasn't been uploaded in so long, but I don't have anything good to post and no one even watches.
Yeah, no, my main channel, I've currently got a video underway, which will be out hope soon in my time.
What doesn't help though is I've limited my channel only to gaming,
Yeah, I noticed you branded yourself as Abomination Gaming.
and I really shouldn't have.
Agreed. I made
Uh,
sure very sure to make sure that my channel is very like it's fucking open-ended. It's not exactly, gaming per se, though my content is gaming. It doesn't say in the title gaming. So,
I have a way I could get out of it. I could just get rid of gaming, so then like that because like the gaming section, I could say abomination blank 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 blank
Abomination Media's something.
something. I don't know.
Abominations Media.
We can spin the wheel again if you want.
Sounds like a plan. I keep smacking my microphone. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Media again. River Rant, spin again. Or have we? No, there's no way we've done every topic. River Rant twice in a row. God lord, the wheel is unpleasant today. Music.
We've done the same thing like multiple times in a row.
Yeah, we're getting like hella unlucky. Media. Space.
Kong or Godzilla? You said Kong or Godzilla?
Godzilla. Landslide. It's not a fight, it's a slaughter.
I don't even think I've watched a Kong. I
A
really don't.
Kong.
I've watched the old Godzilla, so I'm gonna have to go with Godzilla. What are you for, Connor? King. Kong or Godzilla? Are you king of the hill or what?
Fuck right off. With your fucking Hank Hill sounding ass.
I sell propane and propane accessories. Now, what do you sell? Because I'm looking for a tap and die in a WD-40.
You know, you do a good impression.
I used to watch better.
Anyway, space. Venus, there was amino acids on Venus. That was really interesting, and I liked that a lot.
That's cool.
It was benzene or something? I don't remember exactly. Hold up.
Benzine. Is it benzene?
I thought it was benzene. Amino acids on
Kong.
Venus.
Oh, tell us why you picked Kong. I've never even watched it, so I don't even know. But tell us why.
Oh, no, it's
if you want.
glycine. Glycine.
I don't know much about space, to be honest.
I know a lot about space. But
Yeah, Cars is my topic and space is yours.
that sounds about right. Naomi can confirm. I talk about space too much. But yeah, they
I
found
need more
glycine
space.
in the upper atmosphere of Venus, and that was interesting, and I liked that
I
because
need more
you know,
room if you want to give me some space.
ha ha ha, funny, big laugh. I do the big laugh.
You
But yeah,
never specified what space.
true. I should name it space
Outer
and astronomy
space.
just to spite you. But yeah,
Mm,
amino acids for those who probably who don't know, which is probably not many people, but amino acids are what makes up DNA. So although there's no DNA, no single celled organisms or anything, there is amino acids, which means that there could be in the future.
mm-hmm.
And depending on how common amino acids are throughout like general exoplanets, then sorry, I just dropped what did I drop? I dropped my wood flute.
He is
Depending on how
smart.
popular they are throughout, the other exoplanets, then we may be able to say that life is a lot more common than it seems.
Let me think. Connor. He is smarter and is simply a savage. That explanation seems pretty respectable.
It's a respectable argument, but the main issue with that argument is he may be smarter, but the thing is, like, he big ape, he big monkey. So
Mm,
this is presuming that his skin scales with toughness compared to like humans. So he's like what, a bajillion times bigger than a normal person. But if Godzilla's atomic breath, and even when he goes into that like what I don't remember what they call it, like lava Godzilla, his like just being there is enough to completely melt all the buildings around him and that was even enough to kill King Ghidorah, which is basically a god in the MonsterVerse. There's no way Big Monkey can even stand there around Godzilla because he'd just be too hot. He'd be too spicy.
you do make a good point.
Yeah, and
And
the atomic breath is just
if you think about it, if you have a Komodo dragon or something similar to Godzilla, and then you have a freaking monkey,
yeah, which is gonna win? Fucking
the,
3 meter long lizard or Ooga Booga ape.
yeah, but those Komodo dragons are really aggressive, though.
I know, and their saliva, even though it's not technically venomous, if you was to get bit by one, you'd get some kind of fucking pathogen because it's really bacteria ridden. So there's all sorts you could get from it in terms of diseases.
It's a new medication called Insta Infection.
Basically, it's like the fucking cure all for being healthy.
It's a cure-all for being healthy. That is a very good way to put it. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I just thought of it there. But yeah,
Can you put that as a quote of the day?
of course.
A cure-all of being healthy.
Where is text GDI plus?
I got a good one for you, Connor. This might be an obvious one, but I've seen it surprise me a few times. So, Connor. Oh, here he goes. He said something. That's true, but can we talk about the radioactive trail that he would leave behind and eventually kill? That'd be a lot more long term. And it depends on how long is this battle going to go on for, because technically,
it's gonna only go on for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay, it's like almost 3. It's like 2 hours 51 minutes.
But I could see where you're coming from, because the monkey could be smarter, and depending, I've never watched one, but he could come up with a well-made plan.
Well, he's still a monkey at the end of the day. He's not capable of cognitive thinking, and there's no way he could properly devise a plan if there's no language. And then there's obviously the cognitive drop-off theory, which is like, hey, because monkeys can't because we used to be monkey, or we are a division of monkey, because we can speak, we sacrificed reaction speeds. So he's going to be able to react to Godzilla, but he won't have the language to create any kind of proper plan.
He'd say, "Oh shit," then he's done.
No, he'd go and then die.
Please don't do that again.
Fuck off.
You're a fucking ooga booga now.
Ooga booga.
But again, I think I would have to go with Godzilla because I've watched one. but he does leave a very good point. But I don't know if it's strong enough
But
to
that, see,
break.
again, to kind of expand on Connor's point, it's like the radioactive trail is the exact reason that Kong would lose.
Yeah.
Because it would kill everyone.
Wouldn't he eventually die from radioactive poisoning, anyways?
What? Kong?
Yes.
Well, yeah. And
He's
Godzilla would
just
just
gonna
get
kill
more and more
himself.
powerful.
Oh, that's true. But how much radioactive energy can a monkey take?
How radioactively absorbent is a monkey?
Is he a fucking sponge for radioactivity?
Possibly. Possibly.
He is. He is a monkey. Not like lizards. I don't think they can take much radioactivity.
Well, Godzilla's not.
Fucking,
Like, Godzilla is literally empowered by radioactivity, isn't he?
I have no clue.
Like,
It's Japan, so let's
is.
just put it that way.
Yeah, so that's just a lot of fucking landfill. Is
A lot of
Godzilla
fucking landfill. Oh my
empowered
god.
by radioactivity? Godzilla's enormous destructive. Empowered by nuclear radiation. Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets stronger the more radioactive he is. Let's spin the wheel.
Yes.
Fucking river rant.
I gotta. Oh, never mind. As much as a scientist gives it.
That sounds about
Huh.
right. Cars. What topic have we not chosen? We've not gotten politics, games. Politics, games, or tech. God, we're getting really unlucky with the wheel.
Oh. Do I have any coffee left? I better. Yes, I got a sip or two left.
See, this is the one issue with doing things live, is we don't script what we talk about, so the wheel is sometimes an asshole to us.
That is true.
Tech.
Very true.
So let's talk about some heated floorboards some more.
Yes. Heated floorboards.
Yeah, how's that?
There was something I could be very wrong here, but this isn't really anything new. Well, relatively new. So there was a pretty good debate going on a little bit more lately that everyone's saying that electric cars are better for the environment. But think about it this way. All the rare metals they have to find for the battery that you eventually have to replace in 6 or 7 years or so.
Creates a lot of e-waste.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you also have to get those rare earth metals. What do you use to get those rare earth metals? Not electric, I could tell you that for fucking sure.
Yeah, that's a good argument, and that kind of see, it's like
I mean, who can go wrong with a fucking brap or something?
yeah, no, like it's like I see where you're coming from with
I
that.
can,
It is quite hard because
and
like,
I honestly would think, other than the flames from a gasoline, and it still could be even fire on an electric car. That
I don't.
all those ion or lithium ion, whatever batteries they use, I'm not even sure.
I think
But
they
they
just use
literally line,
way oversized lithium-ion batteries. Yeah.
yeah, they literally line the bottom of the car. Anything can just puncture, and you literally have a battery leak. And battery leaks, everyone knows, are a bitch.
Well, see, I'm pretty sure they keep them in the hood.
They have them though. There's one model, I can't
Look at
remember
me
which one it
using
was. They had
American
it all
language.
bottom and then in the back, because they have a motor in the front, but it's like a third of the front space. And some actually have 4-wheel drive electric cars, and they have motors on every single wheel.
Hmm.
And then you're literally using probably like 2 or 3 batteries, like for the whole car.
I'm guessing that it'll be in series though. But yeah, no, I kind of see where you're coming from. Though I think
drive off
that
road.
the whole like, oh, where do we get
Electric.
them? And it's just on topic of the last proper topic we had is space. Is space and other planets is probably the closest bet that we have for getting those resources.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, there's obviously also the argument of like, well, if it's a rare resource and then you can get it in bulk, it's not worth anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that one water planet? There's this one water planet. I don't remember. It's like something something B something. 49B or something like that. And it's a complete water planet. There's no land on there. But the land, oh sorry, the stuff underneath is like very carbon based, and
Hmm.
basically the whole planet is a diamond because of all the water pressure compressing the carbon into diamond.
Hmm.
So the original thought was, hey, if we go there, we'll be rich because we get a lot of diamond.
There'd
But
be
then it's
no
like,
value.
yeah, then it's like there's so much diamond there, there's no value to it.
And it's just kind of going into the political like kind of way and like economical way.
Yeah, say more
There,
economics than
the
politics.
U.S. and like inflation rate is so bad because money has like gone up so much. I'm not gonna give any reasons because I'm not gonna get into that right now, and I really can, but I don't want to. But our dollars are really not worth much of anything anymore.
Yeah,
Our our rates are so freaking high, and money has such a low value now.
I mean the American dollar's always has had quite a low value compared to some.
Yeah, but now, holy crap! But I mean, there's so much more you can do to a gas car, I would assume, than an electric car. And if like, oh, I like the technology and the screen and the horn, electric car, you can customize. If you
I
really
like the
think about
screen. I like the flashy colors.
no, like the new thing on like TikTok and whatnot for like the Teslas is that you can change the sound of your horn.
Hmm.
But think about the basics of why a horn is there. It's mainly for safety or like you know what I mean, like getting someone's attention.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna have like a freaking like custom sound or song as your horn? People aren't gonna wake up to that. You're gonna make it really annoying and loud.
Fucking. But yeah. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And at that point, you might as well just get a train horn.
Sounds
Those
like a
are
good
fun.
idea.
I'm not gonna lie. A train horn on a car or a truck. But then with those, you need a whole air compressor with
Yeah.
like 125 psi. Depends how much you want to charge it up. And then you need three. Well, depends on how many horns you've got too. But usually you have a 2 to 4 horn setup on top of your truck. Now,
Yeah.
Connor, if you're still here, what's your favorite car and tell us why? So I am a really big car person, and that's very hard for me to decide. But I'm more of muscle cars and like older trucks, like older vehicles. Again, from like the 50s to the 70s are that's my thing. Except for that 1978 Lincoln Continental we were talking about. That was just a mistake.
Yeah.
It is actually 7 minutes past. I did not know. So, do I want to do one more quick topic? The one we haven't, like one of the ones we haven't done?
What
Like,
ones
just
have we
don't
not
need to spin
done?
it? Or do you want to wrap it up?
I think we should wrap it up because we're kind of running out of topics. We've got games and politics. We've kind of touched on both. Well, less politics, but.
Yeah.
So we should probably
Um,
wrap it up around now.
Connor, you have to be more specific. Are you
Uh,
more JDM? Are you more muscle car? Or are you trucks? Are you old cars like 40s and whatnot? Are you foreign cars? I already have an idea what you like because I know you a little bit.
Blueby.
Um, are you for more efficient cars? Are you more for like louder cars, sports cars? I think my favorite car is 73 Challenger. I'm not gonna lie, that is one of my favorite cars. I like that big steering wheel and I like the headlights. And then I like how they offer it in a plum crazy purple or like that lime green color or even like a sunset orange. Those are good. I also like the 67 and the 69 Charger. I'm not a big Mopar person. Like for the newest cars, the Mopar hasn't really been there. And let's just not talk about the Shelby Dodge Omni. That was a big mistake in the 80s, I want to believe. But the older Mopars, I do like. And the older Dodges, I do like. I'm a Ford person and then a Dodge person. I mean, as long as it runs, I really don't give a shit.
Mhm.
But if you want to come down to like personal opinion and making jokes, I'm a Ford person. So all you guys can, you know what? If you guys are watching this or whoever wants to comment, I want someone to comment like a Ford joke or a Chevy joke. I want to see this.
Fuck yeah. Also, Mad Hog's favorite car is a 73 Challenger.
I have a love for most cars, but I did love my 95 truck. I think I know what you're talking about. Thoughts on the new Camaro? The new Camaro. All right, think about it. They've gone through so many generations at this point. It doesn't surprise me. Um, I'm not. I like it kind of, but I don't. The inside is so fucking horrendous. I don't like the dashboard. It's like taking a fucking Sonic and putting two dials. Like a Chevy Sonic. Those things I hate them. Again, I'm not a Chevy person. They're not bad, but it's not my favorite. And then Connor likes his 95 truck. Was that red loud voice crack? Uh,
Ooh.
no, like I've been talking for a while and I haven't had coffee. No,
Ah,
even that effect. But wasn't that loud red truck that you had this like the light on or the light on it, or was it the plow? No, I didn't even know if he had a plow on it. Was it that really like crappy Ford that was loud but fun to drive? I know you were hauling ass, but I saw you one day. Was that what it was? That red one that you had for the longest time? And the new Camaro, by the way, yeah. I'm gonna switch it up real quick
Carter doesn't know something about
again.
cars? Huh?
New Camaro. Are you talking about the ZL1 or the normal one? The ZL1s are pretty cool. Actually, I do not. I don't. They're going back to the older style as far as the curve on the headlights. Like there's like a bend in it. But I do not like it. They're a little bit too choppy. Like it's not a muscle car anymore. It's more of a sports or performance car, and they don't perform well. Most muscle cars, no, don't. Or what you call a muscle car. The ZL1s, they're a little bit more higher tech, and you can definitely tell it's a Chevy front end. And I do not like it. It's more of a curve now, and it looks more like a general Chevy front end, and they had more of a variety. But now all the like Ford is even doing it too. I'm not even gonna lie. You can tell it's a Ford without even looking at the symbol. I don't like it. It's not bad. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not my favorite. That's all I gotta say.
Mhm.
Yes, my Ford. I tried sending a link. LMAO. Yeah, no, I
Chill
see
out,
what you're
Mad Hog.
talking about. Mad Hog and Connor Vollmer. You know, if I remember right, it wasn't the greatest truck, but you know how fun those things would be to drive. I would love an old Ford pickup truck. The Whether it's a beater or whether it's just like like a '60s or '70s, even in the '80s would be nice. But those trucks are so much fun to drive. The older pickup trucks, I don't know what it is. I just love them.
Mhm.
Um, what's your thoughts, Bonnie or Mentical, whatever?
Uh, I don't know shit about cars. Don't ask me. Let's put it that way.
I don't know shit.
Yeah. It's like that fucking. I don't know shit about quantum mechanics because I'm a lesbian. But yeah,
Uh,
I'm just gonna agree with you, Carter.
Let me think. You know what's really surprising? My grandfather, he's an older guy, but he's more like the muscle cars, and I wouldn't think of him being as like a newer technology person, but he owns a gas station, right? Well, and like a little like a gas station store.
Mm-hmm.
And when the smart cars came out, one pulled up from Vermont, pulled up at the station. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" He goes out there, he starts talking to the guy, and then the guy asks me, "Hey, you want to take it for a drive?" He's like, yeah, sure." He's like, "Am I gonna fit in it though?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got enough room in there." And I was astonished by what he said. He said that thing has so much headroom and leg room for what it is, and he said it's got a good sound system on it too.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy who actually owned it said he doesn't take it on the highways because of the wind and other cars, because
Ah.
you'd really get demolished into that thing.
Mm-hmm. The more you know.
Now, Connor, was your Ford, was that an F-150 or a 100, or was it a long bed? What was it? Um,
Twas
I
something.
think my cousin Josh sent me a, a picture of yeah, I think it was photoshopped, Chevy Cruze pickup truck. I know they don't make them, obviously, but I don't know if that was supposed to be a concept or what. I have a Chevy Cruze as my car. That's just whatever my parents didn't. Well, my stepdad can't drive anymore. He's legally blind now, so he pretty much gave me that car.
Huh.
But I have one. I barely fit in it. I really don't know how I fit in it. I don't know. It's
Well,
not a bad car. I haven't really driven it much. I drive my grandfather's car because the Chevy needs an oil change. It's not a bad car.
that's
We've
good.
had it since like 2013. We were the first owner.
Huh.
Put a new battery in it. A lot of parts replaced on it. It's got like a fuck ton of recalls. So for those of you who are getting cars, don't get cars that are like the brand new models. Like they brought back the Ford Rangers, you'll see recalls. They brought back the Chevy Blazers, you'll see recalls. Another one, for example, Connor, an F-150 with a straight six. That was the best running truck I've had. Straight sixes are very fucking reliable. Straight like inlines are really good. The displacement is kind of weird, but they they are good. They are really good. And once you get one of those good, like the older trucks, they run so well. Like if you get a good one, they run really well.
Huh.
I'd love to have that truck. And it's lucky too because you had a 95, so that means I don't. Yeah, it doesn't have to pass state emission laws, so you don't even have to worry about the stupid sensors. So good for you.
Well, there you go.
And technically classifies as a classic car because it's over 25 years old.
Huh.
So Connor, you had possession of a classic that did not have to regulate CO2 emissions.
Well, that's interesting.
CO2, well, not even CO2, just emissions in general are such a fucking bitch, especially in New York. And whatever are like federally governmented mandated laws are really annoying.
Yeah.
I ran it with no oil for 2 days and never noticed. You know what? I don't know if
Respect.
I want to notice it at that point. That's very good.
Well, there you go.
But I'm sure there was some sort of significant damage. Maybe not, but I would assume that you definitely want your oil. My oil is really dirty right now. It's full, but it's very dirty. And it runs weird. Plus, it's a Chevy, a General Motors. So, yeah, that's probably why it runs like crap. Am I
Crap,
right, Mintical?
I would say. I would
Don't you
say.
guys have a family Chevy, like a family sedan, like Chevy?
Well, yeah, we've got a Chevy.
Chevys are just great, aren't they?
Fabulous.
Connor, do you have anything else to say? Because I think we're gonna wrap it
Yeah.
up. And those of you, 5 viewers. We've had like a constant steady 5.
Yeah, I think our
And still
lowest
ran
the
it with
stream
no.
was 4.
You know, that's what the thing is. Inline sixes are just so reliable, and you can beat them up.
Okay, our
And they're just
lowest was
back to-
3, and we have had 3 times. Which isn't bad.
Almost like they're like doing something and then they come back. So
Yeah.
if that's what it is. All right. So Connor, Mad Hog. I think that's the only people
Whoever
who
else is
are.
on the stream, yeah. Thank you all for watching. We will be live again the same time next week. And yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
God bless you all. See you later.